Hey, folks. Is there anybody in there? I'm not sure if you can hear me, because I can't hear myself. Let me see if I can. Check 1, 2, check 1, 2. There we go. Yeah, it's a little bit better. And I just got a warning saying the bit rate is a little bit too low. Oh, got a couple of people here already. Johnny Lipsham and Ridge Cresswell is here. You know, I completely forgot how to set these up. I did. I completely forgot, and I used to do them all the time. See if I got all my lights on. There we go. Turn off the blue lights here. All right. What do you guys think? Of course, the two best judges for this are here, Johnny and Chris. I did it again, Rich. Chris. I just got off the phone with my friend Chris Lighting. Hey, Mr. Frumpet. All right, so I need your guys' opinion on this. Can you guys hear me clearly? Or, I mean, can you clearly hear me? Clearly? Looks like we got a little bit of a delay. Okay, Rich says we can hear you. Excellent. Excellent. So my goal is to start doing some live streams again. I've gotten enough help over on Patreon to where I can take off one night a week and do a live stream like I used to. See, maybe a little, not quite sure what you mean, a little right. Let's see, Johnny says, audio is fine, unlike your grammar. Oh, my grammar is gooder than yours. Let's see, it's a little low. He says, add about 3 dB. Never mind, I had YouTube turned down. Okay, good. Mark! Goodness, I didn't know that an alert would actually go up that quick. I was going to schedule something for 6 o'clock, but if I can get a few viewers in here, I think it'll be worth it to just go ahead and start now. Voice is doing a little bit better. It is a little gravelly, but otherwise okay. Hopefully it's clear enough for you guys. And this is the new setup, as it were. Take down all my rags. What you see in the back over there is my PC. Just Bob is here. He says, hello, Johnny. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right. One of the things I got to do here is I got to open up Studio One. And I want to test the audio for Studio One. Paul Mint is here. Good to see you, Paul. Didn't think I'd get this many viewers so quickly. We got 10 in here already. Excellent. My wife, she's doing much better. She's starting to walk a little and starting to kind of get around. She's on a walker right now, but she's doing much better. Still got the cough and super quick. So, but she's doing much better. We have a lot of stairs in the house. So getting up and down the stairs has been a challenge, but it's been working. Okay, so we got Mark Holly, Steve Mann is here, Just Bob is here, Paul Mint, let's see, Radio Tuck Frumpet, Johnny Lipsham, Xavier, good to see you, Xavier, Rich Cresswell, there's Mark Holly again. So yeah, so I'm kind of relying on you guys to see, you know, is the stream clear? Is the volume clear? Going to pull up a song here in a second and see how it works, how it sounds to you guys. That is not a song. I just opened up something that was not a song. Here we go. Great. We got 10 viewers already. Darn. All right, so that's not a song either. This is a song. Yeah, I think this is a song. Let's see here. Try not to blow your ears out. There it goes. There we go. That's just a little loop song that I put together from Splice. Some of the stuff that's available in Splice. And that's going to be a big subject. I've gotten so many questions on that. All right, we got 13 viewers here. Just Bob, Mark Holly, and Steve Mann, Radio Tuck, Frumpet, Paul Mint, Xavier Zepp Robinson, good to see you, Johnny Lipsham, Rich Cresswell. I always say his name carefully because I always mess it up. Very, very cool. Excellent. Excellent. Let's see. No sound from the audio, really. Oh, yeah, you know why? Wait a minute. The loopback is there. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, hold on. I've got to figure out. Yeah, the loopback is very, very strange. Sometimes. Yep, that's why. HD8. There we go. All right. So we should be getting music now. There we go. Now I'm sure you guys heard that because I have levels. Yep. Good. Good. Audio can be heard, says Rich. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So let's see who else we got. We still got 12 people in here. That's cool. So let me see if I can do the timestamp thing. There we go. Let's turn on the timestamps so that I know when people posted. Moderation activity. I'm going to turn that on as well. I don't know if I have. I see Johnny Lipsham is a moderator. I don't know if I have any other moderators here. So the only thing that I need to do is I need to know how to set these up ahead of time. So, I mean, I guess it really doesn't matter. I guess I guess I can just like do a static picture announcement, But the plan is to start doing these on Fridays. And I don't know, what would be better? 5 o'clock? Well, actually, we're going to set the clocks back soon. I might just stick with 6 o'clock Central, since that's when Johnny has all of his and everything. All right, very cool. We got 15 people in here, and I didn't even announce anything. If you live stream, they will come. Yeah, no kidding. That is so cool, though. This may be a wrench, that is. This may be a wrench? Sure. Sure. Not quite sure what you mean there. Let's see. Oh, looks like he deleted that message there. That's cool. All right, we got 15 people here. I don't remember how to work all of the things. I know that if you guys want, you can donate to the cause by hitting the little $sign at the bottom. You can also go ahead and issue little emojis like this. There you go. Let's see what else is. What is this plus sign? Engage with your audience. What is this for? Oh, we can start a Q&A. We can start a poll. Yeah, see, these are new things that weren't around when I was doing live streams before. So I'll probably have to ask Johnny how some of these work, because he's been continuing the live stream. I haven't done a live stream in over 2 years. Maybe a little less. Year and a half. Very cool. Let's see. The later the better. I'm Pacific time zone. Okay, so I'll probably do them at 6. I'll probably stick with 6. I want everybody to be able to join in. So that should be good. Let's see. Just Bob says, toss me a wrench. I could become a moderator. Oh, okay. All right. Hold on a second. I want to get Rich. Rich, if you don't mind becoming a moderator. Let me see. Channel activity, remove, add as a moderator. There we go. Let's see. Manage and standard. Let's see. Managing moderator. Can manage blocked words and change. Oh, standard. And review and remove chats. Okay, cool. I'm going to do managing moderator. Rich. Okay, Rich, if you would like to refresh the stream. Let's see. And Just Bob, who I don't think I ever made a moderator before. I'm going to give you the standard moderator there. All right. All right, there you go. 15 people here, got 25 views. Very, very cool. Yeah, maybe I'll just do random live streams. Yeah, I still got the cough, but at least I got some of my voice back, so that makes it possible. Very cool. The intention for this live stream was just to be a test. Let me turn on my lights there. There we go. Sorry for the big finger. There you go. So if you guys refresh the stream, you guys should have your little wrenches all set. Very cool. I can see the delay. The only thing that I see is I got a little warning triangle that says the stream current bit rate 5384 is lower than the recommended, but it also has an open the widget. Oh, you didn't miss much. I'm just adding a couple of moderators. I added Rich and I added Just Bob. So let's see if I'm going to do this here. I don't know quite how this is working. Oh, looks like it reset. I mean, it's still showing. All right, so there's the stream settings. There is, oh, only 12 people left. I chased them away. Stream health is good. That's good. There was a couple of warnings, but it looks like they worked themselves out. And there's a shopping tag. I have no idea what that is. Very cool. Let's see, Johnny says, I ignore the error message. I get that too. Okay. And it's probably because, you know, the internet stream drops and whatever. I know that the Mac Mini that I'm running on, still running on, I know that it's connected to Wi-Fi, so the signal strength probably drops here and there. But it says that the stream health right now is good. Excellent. And that's what I want. That's what I definitely want. All right. Very, very cool. Let's see, let's move this up a little bit. That's stream settings and analytics. Viewer stream health. Analytics. There we go. Very cool. Very cool. Only 10 viewers now. Chasing them away. Let's see, it's BS and OBS. Yeah, no kidding. Let's see. There we go. Bob says he closed out and came back in. He's got his wrench. I'm not quite sure if Rich has done the same. All right, so now my last question. What does the video quality look like? If I go to my... let's see. If I go to my classroom, how does the Studio One video look? Should look pretty good. I do have capabilities now to Zoom, if it's going to let me. Oh, it's 9. Oh. There we go. How clear is that? That's nice. Oh, I know one other thing. I need the key strikes. There we go. Oh, they're way down there. You gotta move them up here. Where should I move those? To there? There we go. That makes it easier. So I've got the keys. I have the zoom. And I think it's going to zoom. Yeah, for those of you watching, I'm setting up for doing live streams. It has been so long, I totally forgot how to do all this. Oh, Steve said he's watching on his TV and it's looking great. Excellent. That's what I want to know. So if I put my mouse in a certain place and I zoom, it should zoom in that spot. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. This should be good. I can't wait to start doing these on a regular basis. I am so excited about doing this. So I've got the little videos down here in the corner. I can actually turn those off if I choose. Then you get a full screen. I think I've got a complete full screen for you guys. 13 people watching. 13 people watching me set up a live stream to set up my live streams. Almost over the bronchitis. Almost. It has been a long road. And then my wife got sick in the middle of it all. All right. So let's take a look here and see what Splice looks like. I'm actually going to take this out. And from a very reliable source, I got all the correct information on the whole thing that's working with Splice. And I will be doing videos on that and probably a live stream. I can actually just go ahead and choose drums. And they've got all sorts of drums. Now I am not paying for the account. This is just if you set it up through Studio One, you get a certain amount of free loops with Splice on just the free account that you sign up with. And then if you actually subscribe to Splice, you'll get their whole catalog. And Johnny Lipsham, please correct me if I'm wrong on that. All right, Wayne Johnson just checked in. He's at nice and clear here. That's awesome. That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm hoping for. Because I want to try to get back into the swing of the live streams. I miss doing them so much. So, yeah. So anybody that's watching right now, this is really just a test live stream. If I get enough people, and I can start actually, demoing some stuff. So, for full transparency, the only thing that I cannot fully wrap my brain around is the launcher. I've seen a bunch of videos on the launcher and how to get things going. Oh, just Bob said, phone just tossed an ad up. Yeah, if you're not a YouTube Prime member, you're going to get ads, and I really apologize for that. I will be doing some live streams from either from Patreon or from my own website, which won't have any ads, but I got to figure out how to set all that up. So there you go. So yeah. Getting back to the launcher is hard for me. I don't know why I can't wrap my brain around it. Excellent. So Johnny confirms. He says, with just the standard access to Splice without actually subscribing, you get 2,500 free sounds with Studio One Pro 7 and Splice. If you sub to their Studio One X Splice plan, then you can access the whole catalog. Now see, 2,500 loops and everything for your songs, that's a pretty damn good start. I I'm not quite a big fan of having to subscribe to Studio One and to Splice, so you guys are gonna have to make your own call if it's worth it. I kind of think that it is, even though I'm not a big fan, and I think I will eventually to a subscription to Splice. Excuse me. So I think that eventually, since I'm not going to be able to sing again, and I know that. I am using things like Synthesizer V and M-Voice for my songs, but I'd really like to test out. I've been playing with some of the vocals that are in Splice, and they're actually quite cool. Now, the only problem is if somebody else uses them, then you got the whole things. You got two songs out there with the same vocals. Let me see if I can do this here. So here's some of the voices. Oh, these are like. That's not what I thought they were going to be. That's bizarre. Oh, these are one shots. Let's see, let's go home. Let's try vocals. I think this is where I got some of them. Oh, no. It's... There we go. Jesus.
Ay, con los otros nada de nada. Yo me
Too funny. Ooh, that's nice.
come alive for one night. Let your body lead your mind.
That's funny because that voice, it's just a bunch of vowels and consonants that aren't saying anything.
Come alive for one night. Let your body lead your mind.
Now, if there are words, if there are words there, I don't hear it. All right, let's see. Wayne Johnson says, change your browser to Brave and ads are gone. To Brave? I don't even know how to do that. Or are you actually talking a different browser? Because I don't think I can shut ads off. I don't think that works for me. I mean, not that it doesn't work for me. I think it's a great idea. Let's darn it. So Mark Holly says, I'm old school. I record people playing music, so S1 is more like a tape machine for me. Okay, now see, for me, after all these years, that's exactly what it's been for me. I usually write and do my own stuff. I would probably just use Splice maybe to demo some stuff, or if I've got a song that's almost finished and I want to add something to it. Oh, there we go. I raised my chair up. I was wondering why there was so much room up here in the video. I'm just like, what the heck? All right, hold on a second. Looks like my wife needs dinner. Not sure here. Yeah, she can't walk on her own yet. She's getting there. I asked if she could wait 15 minutes. All right, cool. Very cool. All right, we got 12 people watching, 38 views. Excellent. And I didn't even announce anything. Mark Holly says, my son is more of a Splice candidate. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of the kids are more so for that. More so than we are, I think. So, yeah. I realized that there's no video here on this screen. No video of Studio One. I'm going to have to fix that. Wonder if I can add. Let's see. What is that under? I always forget. Capture card browser. Image media source? I don't think that's it. But we will see. I want to see if I can add. No, I don't think that's it. Let's see. Capture card device? No. Oh. Mac OS screen capture. No, I don't think that that's it. No. Thanks for toughing through this, guys. Let's see. Media source? Yeah, see, I don't remember. I don't remember how to add the screen. Add image. I mean, I thought it was this. macOS screen capture. Display capture. Oh, I think I figured it out. Ah, there it is. There it is. There it is. There we go. So I want to make this smaller. Put it up here. I want to bring... Whoa! I want to bring this down. And I want to put this up here. So now the only other thing I'm missing... There it goes. The only thing I'm missing now is the white box. There is my white box. There we go, white box. There we go, and that's going to go behind the macOS screen. Look at that. I'm sure really no one's interested in what I'm doing here. Now we got 16 people in here watching me mess around with this. There we go. That. How does that look? There. There we go. Bam. All right, let's see. Mark Holly says, his son, I think. He says he works with loops, so when I need help with that, he helps me. He's been a Studio One user for 4 years, and he's 13. That's awesome. Okay, Johnny says he's sub-displays. I mean, I think I might do it just to really get into stuff. Mark LR is here. Good to see you, Mark. He says, morning from Melbourne, Australia. Hey, good to see you. I can't believe this many people found me, and I didn't even make an announcement. Oh, yeah, there you go. Mark says wrong source. Yeah, I think I got it set up nice now. That's actually pretty cool, and I think that I can take this and this. I think I can take this, and it's not letting me do it. I was going to group them. So it's these two here. I wanted to see if I could group them. And set color, copy, group selected items. There we go. And I can call this one. And now I should be able to move both of these at once. Yeah, and I can. Excellent. Yeah, I've got to do some OBS videos too. Yeah, I mean, OBS is really, at least for me, it is the easiest thing to do live streams with. I even do all of my videos inside of OBS because it's just so smooth. All right, let's see. Mark LR says, good morning. Steve Mann says, I'm still trying to get more information on Studio 17 before I make the move on purchasing it. It seems to be getting a little complicated or more than I personally need. Well, you know what? It's not getting more complicated because everything that's worked in 4, 5, and 6 is all there. They didn't really change any of the basics there. What they have done here is, and Johnny can correct me if I'm wrong, they've added some cool features to try to get more people to use Studio One. Everything from the launcher, which I'm still trying to wrap my brain around, but you've got stuff like Splice. You can now detach the browser. You've got the stem separation, which I know is in its infancy right now, but it is still so awesome to take some basic tracks of an old song from years ago and do a little bit more remixing. Some of the look of Studio One is better. Recording a track, the way the waveform looks when it's in record is so much better. I think some of the detail in the waveforms is better, at least on my system. And I haven't seen a huge amount of CPU improvement, but on some of my larger songs, since I still have Studio 1, 6, and 5 on my computer, I can open up the same song that I have in all of those different versions. Like if I have one recorded in 5, I don't necessarily save it in 6 and 7, but I can open them up on 6 and 7. And if I take that song and I open them up on each, especially the one I did a remix of Killer Queen by Queen, and it runs about 30% on Studio One 5, it runs about 36% on Studio One 6, and it runs about 48% on Studio One 7. So I don't know if that's just the way, if the CPU usage for Studio One was targeted that way for the CPU, but that's how they run on my system. I have seen some improvement on running bigger plugins, especially third-party plugins in Studio One 7, but your mileage may vary. It really, I got a friend of mine who's got the exact same Mac Mini that I have, and he has a ton of issues. There's something running in the background, or something that he's doing with his Mac. Otherwise, that might be causing the difference, but we're running some of the same plugins. I've even sent him songs using all Studio One plugins, and on his system, Studio One 6 and 7 runs about 70 to 80% on a song, where mine only runs 50 to 60. So it really does depend on your system and what else you have on your system. Now, for me, I do everything on this little thing. It's only got 8 gig of RAM, a 256 gigabyte hard drive, and I got 2 external terabyte hard drives. That's it. And I can run the live stream. Right now I'm running the live stream, and I'm running OBS, and I'm running Studio One. And it works great. He can't do that. So I don't know. I'm not quite sure, what the deal is there. All right. So, Steve, I still think it's worth it, because nothing that you're already using on version 6 has changed. There's just some new stuff. And I'm going to be doing live streams and more videos on it now that I can speak again, for the most part. And we'll see what happens. So let's see. So Johnny Lipsham, actually, after that, he says, Steve, there's a lot of video content on V7 available now. And there's a lot of info on personas.com as well. Yeah, check it out. Mark LR says, I do this using vMix for my job. Oh, okay, that works. Let's see. Be the Crown. Good to see him, man. I haven't seen you in a while. He says, so are you starting to go back live? So then which days? Looks like I'm going to do Fridays. Eventually, I do want to do more. But with all of the support I'm getting on Patreon right now, I was able, thank God for Patreon. I was able to take my Fridays out. And for the most part, I'll be doing pretty steady on Fridays going forward. So, yeah, that is huge news. Now, with my old channel, I had 27,000 subscribers. I was making $1,000 a month with the old YouTube channel. And I was able to do live streams, 4 out of 5 days a week. But since that channel got blown away, the new channel, I've only got 3,000, 2,000 subscribers. None of the subscribers from the other channel, the bulk didn't come back. So I don't make any money. You guys get ads. Maybe I get $50 a month. But Patreon, I've got 48 paying members. And I'm making about a little under $300 a month. And see, that helps. Because now I can take a night off from my second job. And I can say, okay, I can't work on these nights. So it helps. It helps big time. So that's the Be the Crown. That's the hope. That's the hope. Johnny says, we added features that have been requested by our awesome customers. Since we are moving to a faster release cycle, there's more to come sooner. See, that's awesome. Just Bob says, Johnny, what should people type as far as your name to highlight? Oh, when they have a question. Yeah, type at home studio trainer. That should do it. Make sure you put the ad in there. Sheila's here. Great to see you. Very cool. Yeah, great to see you. She says, hey, everybody. Wow, it's been a minute. Yes, it has. Yes, it has. So there we go. Very cool. Good to see you, Sheila. So glad you found on the live stream. I didn't put up any announcements, and I've already got 20 people in here. So that is very cool. And if you didn't hear the answer to the question, am I going to start the live streams up? Yes, so far I'm able to do 1 day a week. So I've chosen Friday. So I'm hoping I can keep that up. Johnny Lipstrom says, you have I do? I've got 4,000 subs? Last I looked, it was only like maybe 3,000. All right, so that's good. Sheila says, I'll try to attend some Fridays. That would be great. That would be awesome. Yeah, it's good to see you too, Sheila. Very cool. Very cool. Maybe doing the live streams will bring some of the old subscribers back. I never really thought of that. Because for subscribers and stuff, or for live streams, I've really missed it. Oh, okay. You guys saying it's over 4,000. I had no idea. Right now, I got 15 people in here, 64 views. I got a good chat rate going. Very cool. Let's see. You are catching me up. Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully I can catch up. Let's see. Just Bob says I will be here on Fridays. Yes. Okay. So Fridays is a good day. Fridays is a good day. Oh, got a heart there. Thank you. Be the Crown to Sheila. Says it's been a minute. Would still love to have your MPC 3000. Very cool. Yeah. All right. So for those of you that are in here now that we got 20 people in here, this is what the main room looks like now. Or doing the demos. These are the little videos. And there we go. I now have the ability to do some really good zooms, which is something I lacked before. I did have a zoomer before, but it was a little different. And you can now see the keys I hit at the bottom. I mean, it's really good for instructional. When you tell somebody you're doing something, if you forget to say something and you don't do it out loud or whatever, you can actually do it that way. Very cool. I have no idea what I just hit. There we go. What did I open? Oh, I opened the scratch pad. Do you hate it when you do that? And here's what the audio sounds like. See if I can make that sound a little better. There you go. There we go. There we go. It make really good background music. I usually don't put background music in my videos, but there you go. I'm just reading some of the chat. 16 people, 70 views. Nice. Sheila actually says I started creating on it again. Love it. Can't give it up now. People that get into the MPC units, the standalone units, I had one for a while and I just couldn't get it. All right, let's rock out a little more. Now, this is a combination of some loops that I have on my system and a couple of them from Splice. There you go. All right. All right, so I think we're all in agreement doing these things on Friday nights at 6 o'clock Central. So a couple people suggested, since they're on, what is it, Pacific time, it'll be easier for them to actually catch the show. So that'll work. And I'm off on Friday nights from my night job. So that works like perfectly. Yeah, my night job actually ended up going from 5 8-hour days to 4 10-hour days, or 4 10-hour nights as it is, and I like it. I do. All right, Just Bob says haven't upgraded yet. Let's see what stem separation. If you have more than 4 tracks, can you take the tracks with the leftovers unseparated, put in the scratch pad? Well, this particular version of the stem separator for Studio One is a little bit limited. So, for example, let's go ahead and save this. Let's see, do I have my song that I did? Yeah, Outside. All right, so let me actually remove the tracks, and let me remove these. Remove selected tracks. Okay, so here is a song that I recorded back in the early 2000s. It's called Outside. Oops, and it's muted. Now, my biggest problem with this mix that I did back then, the vocals are so buried. All I hear is drums and bass. Now, this was recorded live. Live with V-Drums. Is that still live? I don't know. All right, so if I right-click and I say separate stems, it's only going to give me 4 options. So what, and I'm sure that this is going to get better as time goes on, but this particular version of the stem separator only separates vocals, drums, and bass, and it mixes everything else into a track. If it's got keyboards, if it's got guitars, right now it mixes them all together. Hopefully, eventually, that'll be sorted. I can actually choose to uncheck and then say I don't care about those. I only want these and things like that. So if I go ahead and I let it do the separation, now to me, this is still useful. Yeah, remember, I'm only on 8 gig of RAM, so it takes a minute. All right, this is in an answer to Just Bob. Let's see. I don't have time warp ability here. All right, so there we go. So it has created, not only has it created a folder, but it has created 4 tracks for vocals, drums, bass, and then other. So now, you guys heard the original version. In this part of the song, the vocals are buried. Oops. Oh, that's right. I got to unmute this. Hold on a second. There we go. All right, so now, if I listen to, here's the new version. So now the great thing is I can take the drums and I can lower them. I can now take the vocals and I can raise them here, or I can raise them here. There we go. I can even go ahead and I can add some effects to this if I want to, if I want more effects, or if I want to add some EQ or whatever. So for me, this is enough to be able to mix. Okay, so anomalies. When you're actually playing back all of the separated stems, it sounds nearly identical to the original. Okay, so as far, oops, how did I do that? So as far as the anomalies, when you solo the tracks, they sound good, but you're getting some bleed from what's coming from other tracks. It must have got me outside, looking in on the inside. Now, some of the things that are dropping out and getting a little bit muffled are still exist in the tracks here, but since I had so much effects on the vocal, some of the effects are coming through and some of the stuff is dropping out. When you actually play it with the other tracks, you don't get those anomalies. It must have got me outside, looking in on the inside. So there are still pieces of the stems that are in other stems. Now, the fact that you can separate songs like this, to me, is almost godlike. And I know that a lot of people have actually had other software that does this a little bit better and a little bit more detailed. The stem separation option, for me, this is a first for me. I never really knew what it was. So the fact that Studio One implemented this directly in Studio One, and I'm sure it's going to get better as time goes on, is amazing. All right, so enough praise. So now if I go to some of the other tracks, so here are the drums. Again, they're not perfect because I had so much effects on these drums. There are little pieces from each of the stems in the other stems. But again, if I play all the tracks together, those anomalies go away.
It must have got me outside, looking in on the inside. Did I win?
So now some of the best separations appear to be the bass. Just like that. Okay. So here's the part of the stem separation that I don't like. I don't like what it does if you solo the other. They're the other option. So what the other part is the actual guitars, keyboards. They all get mixed together. So I don't know why they did that. Again, I have a feeling this is going to get much better as time goes on, but here's what the guitar sound that I use in this song is terrible to begin with. But listen to, now there's no keyboards in this mix at all. It's just guitars, drums, bass. That's it, and vocal. So if I solo the other, this is what I get.
It must have got me.
Now, if I play it with all the other tracks, it sounds the way I intended.
It must have got me outside, looking in on the inside.
Because remember, with the Studio One stem separation, little tiny pieces of each stem still sometimes bleed into the track before or the track after. So I really don't like what the other sounds like soloed, but again, it's all corrected when all the tracks play, because all of the missing pieces from the individual separations are in a little bit of the other stuff. So now there's one more thing that I need to touch on, and what it is what it does with a solo. So I do have a solo in this song, and let me see if I can find it. I think it's here. Or is it here? Oh, here we go.
It must have got me.
Hold on, I'm going to find it. There it is. All right, so you would think that this solo would be with the guitars. It actually, the stem separator actually put it with the vocal. There's part of it. There we go. And now the first part of that solo is actually here. Hopefully, in the future, they'll be able to actually separate the solos from the rhythms and everything. I don't know if there's a stem separator option. I assume that there is a stem separator option that is actually, a little bit cleaner and everything. So the beautiful thing about what Studio One allows you to do is if you play all of the tracks at once, you can get some really good remixes of old songs. Now, if some people say, I don't need crap like that, and that's fine. I didn't think I needed it, and I probably still don't need it. But what I really, really like is the ability to take some of my old songs and kind of improve on them a little bit. I can add a little bit more highs to the vocal. I can add a little bit more effects. I can actually raise certain parts, important parts. So like for the solo, I'd probably be screwed. I'm not going to be able to really raise that at all if I wanted to. So remember, this is an evolving process. I have 100% confidence that eventually Personas is going to make this even better. So I hope that actually helps a little bit. All right, let me go back up to the chat a little bit. Let's see. Oh, Tracy Scherner's here. Scherner? Hopefully I got that right. Good to see you, Tracy. Let me see here. Just Bob says, I have an upgrade. Okay, that was the whole question there. All right, so let's see. Okay, cool. Just Bob says 6 p.m. is cool for these. Let's see. Jeff Wood says, looking forward to see you back in the live streams. Oh, I am so excited about being able to do this. And the reason is, let me show you the reason. The reason I can even do these now is because of my Patreon supporters. And this has been awesome. So for just a few bucks a month, you can actually support me over here. So this gave me the ability. I got 44 paid subscribers. 44 paid subscribers. And then I have a total of 93 subscribers. So a big portion of this are the free folks. And I do release stuff for the public over there and for people that have joined for free. But the cool part is you have an option to just go ahead and give me a couple bucks a month. You have the option to give me $9 a month. And that's better than all of my other past subscriptions like Pivot Share and the stuff for YouTube and everything. The memberships over there are still there. I've only got a couple members there. It doesn't really generate much. But this is the reason I can start doing live streams again. If you are interested, and I'm sorry to make this a commercial, this wasn't my intention, but I wanted to let you guys know this is why. So over on Patreon, we have some awesome stuff here. We have collections. And now the collections, let me do this here. So I have all of my Studio One Pro 7 videos right here. I have all my Studio One 6 videos here. Let's see, where are those? There we go. Studio One videos here. This is all for Studio One 6. I have my Beatles videos here. There's only one there, but there's a Beatles video there where I actually mix a song like the Beatles. There is a Patreon members only video section. I've only got 2 so far. Then I've got my mixing and mastering series. I've got audio definitions, which is like PDFs. That describe different audio terms and things like that. Then I got a couple of my songs up here to show how I produce in Studio One. I have an announcements area here. There's like 9 there for just things that have happened over time. And then I have a whole section for my impact drum kits, which I just started. So I'm going to start posting those up there. And most of this is only for paid members. But, so if you feel like supporting me over there, go into the description here for the live stream, click on there, and the more I can actually make per month for this, right now I'm only making $278 a month, but it was enough to open up my Fridays so I don't have to work a job for that. So I want to thank all of my Patreon supporters for doing this, because this is incredible. It really, really is, and it really, really helps. And all of this money goes towards the bills, like for the website and everything like that, so that I can start doing more. So I just wanted to thank all of you folks there. All right. So let's see, 19 people in here. Not bad. Not bad at all. I don't know how long we've been going. I don't know if there's a time thing here or whatever. That's okay. If you really don't want to do Patreon and stuff like that, you can actually click the little $sign, add to the bottom of the chat, and you can give me a few bucks that way if you're interested. So it is extremely, extremely cool. All right, so Be the Crown, he says, I would like to pay you to go through my computer and make sure everything is running right. When I get started scoring and soundtracks to my movie, let's see, I'm working on which I will be starting in March. Okay, so Be the Crown, I'm going to put my email address. I'd be happy to help. I do this for people every single day. So I'm going to put my email address in the chat, and if you send me an email, we can set up a time to actually go through things. Let's see. All right. So there's my email address. Be the Crown. I would be happy to help. We can do it all via Zoom. You can share your screen and give me control of your mouse, and we can go through all of the settings that I know to adjust to really get your system and Studio One ready for that. So I hope that helps. Let me go through some of these other posts here. Let's see, I'm finishing up on the book now before I start filming. Oh, very cool. Be the Crown's really getting into it. Yeah, I'd be happy to help. And if you become a Patreon member, you get that stuff included in your subscription. So think about that too, Be the Crown. Let's see. Sheila says you should probably... Oh, you still probably could work with that and clean it up, Johnny, yeah? Let's see, Johnny Lipsham, he says, the issue is that all of those tracks are roughly in the same frequency band and are tricky to separate. Oh, yeah, I knew that there was a reason, and I've heard so many people brag and say, well, this does it better than that, this does it better than that, and they play the example, and it's not much better. But I'm sure as technology improves, they'll figure that out. But Johnny, I didn't want you to think I was dissing the option at all. I think it's fantastic. And I don't know how they do it. It seems like magic to me. Oh, Gamer is here. Good to see you. He says, great point about the remixes. I've made about 35 remixes since the release. I also don't think I need it, but made it useful. Yeah, it is. It was one of those things, and I have to admit, I had no idea what stem separation really was until I had to test it in Studio One. And I'm like, why didn't I know about this sooner? All right, Sheila says, I did buy the Personas Quantum HD8. I have one also. It was gifted to me. I thought I was borrowing it, and the person that gifted it to me said I could keep it. So I've got to do videos and live streams on that because I'm going to tell you, Sheila, if you've got the HD8, there's a ton of stuff that it can do that you probably don't even know about. Because I took a really deep dive into it when I was setting up my new system here, my new room, or my old room remodeled. And it does some stuff that no other Personas interface will do as far as making headphone mixes, using my HP60 for extra headphone mixes, using all the different outputs, and just being able to set up all of the different routing. I'll see if I can put a show together for that. But yeah, the HD8 is incredible. And I've got two Digimax D8s hooked up to it. So I've got 8, 16, 30. I got 32 inputs. So it's crazy. All right, so that was about the HD8. Luke is here. Good to see you, Luke. He says, what a gem to find to find on my feed. Excellent. Just got Studio 17. Have not recorded in about 12 years or more. Well, Luke, I left my email address just below your post. You can always we can always do a one-on-one via Zoom, or you can go through a couple of the videos that I have up, or wait for my live streams. All right, let's see. Johnny Lipsham says, oh, I know you weren't. It's a point to address, though. Excellent. All right, let's see. He also says, I have the HD8 as well. That thing is amazeballs. Yes, it is. And Sheila finally says, cool, ready to learn the HD8. Excellent. It does more than you can imagine. And I stumbled on some cool stuff as far as being able to use the loopback. Now, I've had loopback from other Personas interfaces, and I've never, ever gotten it to work right. With the HD8 and the new universal control, it is so easy, but it's hard to figure out at first. It's easy to do. It took me a while to really dig into it and realize that you have to assign the left and the right separately. But I'll be doing a video on that and maybe doing it on a live stream. All right, Luke Bros says that would be great. Thank you. You're welcome. And Sheila says, yes, amazing. Very cool. All right, guys, I have to get upstairs and make dinner for the family. But spread the word. Friday nights at 6 o'clock will be the time for my first live streams in about 2 years. We'll be discussing Studio 17 and any other questions that you guys have. Guys can become a Patreon member and get a lot of this information before it actually hits the live streams, or however you want to work it, or if you just want to support what I do here. All right, I am going to get going. Thank you for the 26 people that actually came out to see the live stream that I didn't announce. Johnny says the amazing thing about the loopback in the UC with the HD8 is that it has 2 loopbacks. Yes. And I'll go into all of that. I've got most of it figured out, so it should be good. All right, folks. Thanks for coming in on this off the cuff again live stream, and thank you guys for the support. Thank you to my Patreon members. God bless you guys for helping me get to a point to where I can start doing the live streams again. Losing my old channel was unbelievable. It was almost $1,000 a month that I lost, and hopefully I can build it back up and start doing the nightly live streams. But for now, the Fridays will be perfect. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next live stream next Friday. Be here, and there's going to be another video coming out, another bunch of videos coming out for Studio 17 before then. So stay tuned. Thank you guys for subscribing. Take care.